So I want to do a quick video on some other things that will come up when you're factoring trinomials, and I just look at how I wrote trinomial, and that's what that word's supposed to say. So I call this factoring trinomial odd stuff. You can see that this is in fact a trinomial. It has three terms, and so what I want you to notice here is there's a y squared at the end, and I don't want you to freak out because there's also a y here, so things should be okay. Like I said in my last video, take a look. You want something that's going to be multiplied to 36y squared. Well, I'm going to start with 1 and 36, 2 and 18, 3 and 12, 4 and 9, 6 and 6. And I also need something to get me to 9. So that's out, that's out, that's out, and that's out. So 3 and 12 will get me to 9. But if I have 3y and 12y, that gives me 36y squared. And, well, you'll see what's going to happen next. So I'm going to get rid of my equal sign there. I'm going to do my x, as always. Like I said, I'm going to put in 3y and 12y, and the larger, the last number in my group is negative. So I know one's going to be negative, one's going to be positive. Because this is negative, larger one's not negative. So if I did FOIL real quick, I'm going to do some red. I get x times x, which gives me my x squared, check. I get a negative 12xy as my outside terms. My inside terms are going to be positive 3xy, which gives me a negative 9xy, check. And then I already know that 3y times negative 12y is negative 36y squared. So that checks out. So that's it. Just wanted you to see that. Like I said, don't be freaked out by that. Make sure there's a y in the middle, and then you'll be okay. This one looks very awful. But here's the thing. I noticed that this has a negative 3, this is a negative 24, and this is a negative 48, which means I can factor out a negative 3. And if I do that, I get x squared. This becomes a positive 8x, and this becomes a positive 16. Well, that's much, much, much nicer. I'm going to say, all right, I need two numbers to multiply to 16 and add to 8. So I have 1 and 16, 2 and 8, and 4 and 4. Ah, 4 and 4, yay! And then I take a look, and they're both positive, so these are both positive. So if I even wanted, I could simplify this and just say this is going to be x plus 4 quantity squared. That's pretty nice. My last thing is this. I have my three terms, but I always need to lead with my greatest power, my greatest exponent. So it's going to be y squared minus 8y minus 9. So I just rewrote it. And I can now factor this out. It's going to be y and y. It's going to be, well, 9 is going to be 1 and 9, or 3 and 3. Can't be 3 and 3, so it's going to be 1 and 9. It's going to be a negative and a positive. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed this. Good luck.